A blow to the body that jars the head can result in a concussion, and if left untreated, it can lead to a host of serious health issues. To talk about the warning signs, I've asked Dr. Luis Palacio with the Northern Nevada Medical Group to be our Ask the Doctor guest once again tonight. Thanks for coming back on the show. We appreciate having you.
Thank you for having me.
You know, I didn't realize that girls soccer is second only to football in concussions during the games, and with soccer season approaching, I mean, what should we all look out for with our kids?
That's correct. Well, it's interesting because a lot of people don't realize that females actually have a higher likelihood of getting concussions, and soccer is a great example. We actually had a caller earlier that called and asked about, you know, should we be heading the ball, or should we allow soccer players to even head the ball? And you know, part of the challenge is, you know, you're taking away from the purity of the sport, but there are many leagues that are for younger ages that don't allow heading of the ball. So there are things that people try and do to avoid, but certainly important to keep that in mind that it can happen.
Sure, and in sports like that where helmets are not required, what are the warning signs that your child may have a concussion?
I think the most common things people will see, complain about headache, complain about feeling dizzy. Usually they'll be disoriented or not really know what's going on. A lot of times there's memory issues, so you know, they'll ask the same questions over and over again. But the thing is, you know, since the brain, which is such a complex organ, is being affected, it can present in so many different ways that really you need to kind of have in the forefront the thought, can this be a concussion or is this a possibility, before just blowing things off.
And how do you test for it and how do you treat it?
That's a great question. So there's testing. As far as testing, there's a lot of different tools that you can use, like sideline concussion tools that are basically questions. A lot of newer stuff, we use balance testing. And balance is really a good key factor, unless of course you have an athlete that has poor balance to begin with. But usually you'll have an idea of what their baseline or their activity is like. And so asking questions, you know, where are you, who are we playing, what's the score, you know, just all that sort of stuff. And if they can answer that, then that's good, not necessarily but it's the be-all, end-all.
I wish we had more time. Thank you so much. We know we have a lot of parents out there who have questions. He'll be here until 6 tonight. Call 858-2222. Dr. Palacio, thanks.